It was just proven that the price of XRP will be over $91.78 by December 3rd, which is in less than 30 days. This was pretty much a sure thing. This is a huge deal when you think about what has happened in the last few days and what the federal government just said. We're talking about a lot of money. Yes, Donald Trump, the president of the United States of America, says that the U.S. will buy billions of dollars worth of American cryptocurrency for their public funds. And XRP is the most popular cryptocurrency in the United States. That's not all, though. Just a few days ago, at the huge Ripple Swell event, the White House's crypto chief said that Bitcoin is not XRP and that tens of trillions of dollars will be added to the XRP system by the end of the year. Again, this is at the Ripple event or the Ripple XRP event. This is all real video that you can watch online. The federal government plans to buy back billions or even trillions of XRP to keep in the Federal Reserve. This will cause the price of XRP to rise above $91.78 by December 1st, and this is likely the start of the price rise for XRP. By the end of the year, XRP was worth more than $1,500. It also makes a lot of sense since another huge number is about to be added to the XRP ladder, 650 trillion. This makes you understand that, in the grand scheme of things, XRP at $10,000 is not even that crazy. If you divide $650 trillion by the amount of XRP that is currently in circulation, you'll find that it's worth more than $11,850. Once more, we're talking about prices that are simple and useful. But before we do that, let's quickly look at the XRP price charts. The price of XRP right now is $2.31. We're now in the green at 6%. This is what you can see. It looks like that breakout is about to happen. Right now, we are in a phase of stabilization, but the breakout is coming soon. As we talk about Ute XRP, we teamed up to give everyone who watches this video up to $100 worth of free XRP, okay? To get free XRP, all you have to do is use the link in the description to sign up for Apple and make a purchase. This will give you $100 that you can use to buy more XRP. Now let's go back to the movie. The US president has finally signed a huge economic bill that aims to bring trillions of dollars into the US financial system. This includes cryptocurrencies like XRP that are backed by the US dollar. That being said, there is one very important thing that will push XRP well past $90. The amount is tens of thousands of dollars, and that is the $654.39 trillion market that is about to be injected into the XRP ledger. This could happen as soon as a few weeks from now. RealFi, the company that is actually opening up billions, not trillions, of dollars in market value, just made it official. They said that on November 17th, an important statement about the RealFi ecosystem and the Real token, XRPO, would be made. Remember November 17th. Guys, this is crazy, and that means that generational wealth is about to start coming into the XRP ledger through the Real token. This will actually make generational wealth. I mean, guys, I just bought a huge bag of Real tokens. This is something that I personally think is going to really take off. It went from having 100 out there to having almost 2 cents. On top of all that, changes will be listed on centralized, because once it's traded on centralized exchanges, the price will go through the tens of thousands. I mean, I could easily say 10,000. You know, there was an expert who said that each Real token would be worth $65,000. Why? Because there is a very, very small amount of it. The idea here, though, is that there will be a supply shock almost right away. For Real tokens, there are only 22 million left in the Haze 1 stock, which is nothing. So it's easy to see that there is a supply shock. Not only that, but the Real token is also fixing a problem worth many trillions of dollars. I mean, these guys, they're very important when you think about the groups that back the Real token. The whole Real FI ecosystem, which is basically a Real FI is a multi-million-dollar organization, is there for you to use Real token. But really, everyone is really excited about the Real ticket. When I talk to experts, a lot of them say that it will go up to $65,000, which I think is crazy. And it's crazy that people are going to become rich off of Real token. But if you really think about it, it is very, very, very likely. Because it's so new, the Real ticket could easily go from $10,000 to over $100 right now. It's still very early. In other words, every dollar has a huge effect on the price. Putting $10,000 into Real tokens right now could send the price through the roof to $100, which is crazy again, but I'm not a financial planner. It's not the job of a financial advisor to do study. I just think this Real coin will go up a lot. Think of it as fixing a problem worth many trillions of dollars, this time with real-world assets. When I look at other projects in the same field, those that deal with real-world assets, tokenization, or real payment rewards, their prices have truly gone through the roof. Their market value is in the hundreds of billions of dollars. There's no way Real Token can beat it. Now, assume that Real Token isn't even on any centralized exchanges, can't find a shop there, there's nothing. It shows that the price will go through the roof once this thing is listed on centralized markets. Guys, you need to think about Bitcoin. People didn't know about Bitcoin when it was worth $1 in the early days. That's scared of $120,000 now. Oh, we're in the same position. There were a lot of off salon. A B&B company made a lot of money. Why? Since they bought it early, you now have the chance to take advantage of this unique chance. And once more, find out more. Check this out. Once more, I'm very optimistic. I've looked into it. I bought this thing for myself in a bag. I really believe the price will go up. I really see what could happen. I believe this will become one of the 10 or 20 most important cryptocurrencies in the world because once more, these guys are changing because you can see how much promise they have and how quickly they are moving. Very quickly, and again, it's easy to see this solves a multi-billion-dollar problem, and it's on the XRP record, so it's clear that it's a good sign. The RealFi team and ecosystem have already said that they are in talks with a number of major blockchain exchanges to make the massive Rail token the main native token of the RFI ecosystem. This is huge and lets you know that a huge breakout is about to happen. We could have a huge breakout in the next few minutes. Really, it's not minutes away, but it's only a few days or weeks away from a huge breakout for the real coin. The cost is going to skyrocket. So now is the chance to get as much as you can for the lowest price before it makes us decentralized. Taking turns, once it's listed on some charges, you'll never be able to get real tokens again the way you can today. The price will absolutely soar, and by then it will be too late and people will be kicking themselves for not buying more. The point is that you should do your research before making a decision. You should look into it and spend some time on it because generational wealth comes in opportunities. You can be lazy and miss out on a golden multi-million-dollar chance. Maybe someone else will take it, but you could miss out on a golden chance to make a lot of money because you didn't take the 5, 10, or however long you need to do your study. In fact, the Realtor Institution has a score of 100%, which is very positive. Even more proof of how big this is, picture a record with a perfect score of 100% like XRV and XL. This is something that only the big Greek project has. You can see again that this shows it's likely backed by a lot of big companies, not just Realtor. There have even been reports that Realtor and Ripple are going to work together in some way. However, this is really something else on a different level. It's now or never. Do your study and try to get involved with big projects like XRP, Real Token, or any of the others that are out there. You could become very wealthy over time, or you can miss this chance that could last a lifetime and make your family rich for generations. Because believe me when I say that things move very quickly, that life changes very quickly, and that the business is changing very quickly right now, you will see both a huge rise and a huge crash happen at the same time. Smart people, also known as golden opportunists, take advantage of these chances since they will come but will disappear much faster than they came. So now is your chance to learn more. You can now look into projects like XRP, such as the XRP ledger and the real coin that is on it. All of this is your chance, and if you don't seize it, you'll miss a great chance right there for you. Just to be clear, we're talking about XRP getting $91.78. Again, I'm going to end this by saying that I'm not a financial advisor. This is not advice on how to handle money. Always do your study. Obviously, I have a lot of faith in the real coin. Of course, I think that will lead to something generationally awesome. I think the idea here is that you need to tell everyone you know about XRP and the XRP ledger. There is no better time than now to make everyone rich through XRP and the XRP ledger if you want to make money for yourself, your family, and your friends. Because real businesses and organizations use these tools. This means that real businesses are using XRP. Tokens are used by real businesses. And now is the time to act if you want to do well with these institutions and believe in the technology, if you want to build with the real token, if you want to stop passing down wealth using this technology, because it will eventually level off, even Bitcoin, and after that, the price of Bitcoin will not change at all. Both the price of XRP and the price